Hi all, welcome to FrontPro. In this video session, we are going to do some practicals with most frequently asked interview questions. How will you create a shallow copy of an array in JavaScript? What is shallow copy here? I don't know. So let's jump into the code to understand this. So here I have an array names which has got 4 names. So now I'll create a copy of this array. Student names. So it's simply names equal to student names, and after that I will perform some operation on a student names. Maybe I'll add few names or remove. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'll perform a push operation on student names. So I'm adding Vinita in student names. Now let's execute this code. I'll click on run. Now you can see that somehow both array got updated. We have two arrays here. One is names, another is student names, but somehow both of them updated. Why? That we will explain, but let's perform more operation. Now I'll perform a next operation to remove the first name from the array, which is Ramesh. Student name dot shift. And if you're not sure what are these operations, shift, unshift, push pop and all those things, you can refer to my another video. Here is the link. I'll also provide the link into the description section. The moment I click on run, you will realize that this is actually again updating both of the array, and this goes same with the names. If you perform any operation on the names, for an example, if I say I want to remove the last element from name and I run this up code, you will realize okay, it's again updating both. So it goes true with both arrays. Whether you update student names or names, both of them are getting updated. Why? So let's try to understand this problem. Basically we have two arrays, names and a student, but what is happening behind the scene, they belongs to same memory space. So if we perform any operation, whether it is push, pop, shift, unshift, etc., it will update both of the arrays, and that's the same thing is happening here. So how to fix this? We should create both arrays in such a way that they should not interfere each other memory space, which means they should belong to their own memory space. Now let's do it. So now how we are going to fix this? So instead of directly assigning names to student names, what we will do, we'll use a new operator which has been introduced in ES6, which is we call spread operator. Use case of a spread operator, not only this, we have many other features also that maybe I'll explain in another video. Let's concentrate on this. What I am doing, I'm adding Vinita and then removing the first element. So here at the end we should have Vinita and Ramesh should go, but it should not update the other array. Let's execute this code. Here you see the first array remains as it is, whereas the second array has got updated. So what happened? But before we go into the explanation, we'll try to achieve this by another way. Before ES6, we used to first of all stringify that array. Here you can see that we are stringifying the names and then we are passing again. This will also fix the problem in the same way. If I perform the same operation where I am adding Abhinita to the second array, which is student names, and removing the first name Ramesh, it should update only the second array. Alright, now let's try to understand what is shallow copy and deep copy. When a reference variable is copied into a new reference variable using the assignment operator, in our case it was an array, a shallow copy of the referenced variable is created. This means both the old and new reference variable point to the same object in memory, As a result, if the state of an object changes through any of the reference variable, it is reflected for both. Unlike the shallow copy, deep copy makes a copy of all members of the old object, allocates separate memory location for the new object, and then assigns the copied members to the new object. In this way, both the objects are independent of each other, and in case of any modification to either on the other is not affected. Now you can correlate what I mean, correct? How will you remove duplicates from an array? Okay, so we have an array. Here you can see that we have duplicates like Paytm and GPay. So how to remove duplicates in a simplest way? Okay, so we can remove duplicates by using set, and along with set we will use the spread operator. So basically what happens, we'll pass this payment methods to new set like this, and it will create another array. We are using a spread because we want to copy this new set into an array. You see there is also array symbol here. So if I pass this into our result div and run it again, you will see there is a no duplicates. So this is one of the simplest way to remove duplicates from an array. The next question you might get, how will you determine if given variable is an array or not? There could be a scenario when you get response from REST API and you are not sure whether you're getting response as an array or as an object. So basically you need to identify it. Okay, so let's jump into the code again. Here you can see that we have two variables. One is name, another is employee. Here we can identify for sure that names is an array, whereas employee is an object. But dynamically, if you want to do it in your program, when you write the code, you should have some provision, right? So there is a very simple method which comes with an array, which is array.isArray. For an example, if I say array.isArray, it's asking whether this employee is an array or not. If I run it, you will see it's written false, and whereas if I say names, it will be true. You also can be asked from this employee object, determine if employee exists or not, and what are the best way to find it. Effective way to find whether employee exists or not by using array.sum. So here what I am doing, I'm just using a sum method of employee, which is an array of objects, and here I'm checking whether employee by the name of Mahesh exists or not. Let's execute it. You see this is true, and if I change the name to Mahesh to something Tony maybe and run it, you see it's false. There are more questions which can be asked in various ways to you. Do comment and subscribe. It encourages me to record this sort of videos. I'll come up with more videos. Stay tuned. Thank you.